Coming up next on Good Morning El Paso, residents at a West Central apartment complex forced to evacuate early this morning. We have the latest details from our round-the-clock news team. New files are set to be released on the September 11th attacks. What the documents are expected to reveal.
A Republican collaboration to take down Donald Trump. I'm ABC's Kenneth Moten in Washington. Coming up, I'll tell you how John Kasich and Ted Cruz are teaming up.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC 7's Good Morning El Paso.
Well, good morning, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. Thanks for waking up with us today. I'm Floren. If you're just joining us, we continue with our new edition of Good Morning El Paso starting at 4:30 a.m. And meteorologist Crystal Clay is here. You will have weather and traffic on the 7s.
And that's right, your forecast for today going to have a lot to do with the winds. We are under an ABC 7 first alert, and that first alert all about high winds, blowing dust this afternoon, even into this evening. Let's take a look at your conditions right now this morning, though. On your ABC 7 Storm Track WeatherNet sites, tracking temperatures that are actually lovely. 64 at Fabens Elementary, 68 North Star Elementary, and St. Pius School at 67 degrees. Just a tad cooler, upper 50s for us. Dr. Renato Middle School, but across the map, these temperatures very easy to walk out to. It's just later today, not so easy to walk out in because there may be some blowing dust and haziness to bother you. Your clouds and radar map showing us, though, that there's no chance of rain in today's forecast. We've just got high-level clouds that will roll on by, giving us a sunny to mostly sunny forecast. But coming up in about 6 minutes, we are going to take a look more in detail with those high winds for today.
All right, thanks, Crystal. Round the clock news now. Residents in a West Central apartment complex were evacuated from their homes early this morning after reports of smoke. It happened at the Highlander Apartments at the 1700 block of Hawthorne around 3:30 a.m. So here's some video of the scene. This is from our round the clock crew. You can see residents standing around outside waiting. No injuries reported here and no word on what caused the fire early this morning. And new this morning as well, secret documents concerning the September 11th attacks could shed light on possible Saudi connections to the attacks, though not at the highest level of government. The Obama administration could soon release some of those 28 pages from a congressional inquiry. The panel's co-chair, Bob Graham, says the documents point suspicion at the Saudis. Saudi Arabia is warning it will sell off billions in American assets if the U.S. Congress passes a bipartisan bill that would allow victims of 9/11 and other terrorist attacks to sue foreign governments. The U.S. is sending an additional 250 special operations troops to Syria. President Obama made this announcement moments ago while in Germany. Those U.S. forces will not do any direct fighting. Instead, their goal will be to advise Syrian forces in the hope that they would one day take more territory from ISIS near Raqqa. That city is the Islamic State's de facto capital. The U.S. already has 50 special operations forces doing similar work in Syria. A senior administration official says Obama decided to send more troops because of recent successes against ISIS. It is the day before more voters head to the poll in more crucial primary states in the race for president. So this morning, there is word that two Republican rivals are now teaming up to take down the GOP frontrunner. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest from Washington. It's your voice, your vote.
Kasich, Cruz, coordinating to take down Trump.
I got to get rid of these two guys. I'm sorry, folks.
GOP frontrunner Donald Trump campaigning in Maryland, one of the 5 states he's expected to sweep tomorrow in the Northeast. So John Kasich and Ted Cruz are moving on to the May contest and strategizing together.
God bless the great state of Indiana.
The two campaigns sent out similar statements. Cruz is focusing time and resources in Indiana. Kasich is moving his attention out west to Oregon and New Mexico. The Ohio governor told CBS's Face the Nation his goal is to have an open convention in Cleveland.
I think when we're at the convention, the delegates are going to want to know who can beat Hillary.
Trump furious. The billionaire fired off on Twitter. Wow, just announced that lying Ted and Kasich are going to collude in order to keep me from getting the Republican nomination. Desperation.
I'm just working hard to win on Tuesday.
A confident Hillary Clinton may be quietly starting the search for a VP, but her Democratic rival Bernie Sanders is still making a lot of noise, promising to stay in the race.
What this campaign is really about is for all of us together to take on the status quo.
Clinton is ahead in all 5 states voting tomorrow. As for the Republicans, Kasich has canceled all of his campaign events in Indiana tomorrow as he and Cruz work together to take down Trump. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
And happening today, early voting begins for 2 city council seats. One of them became available after the resignation of Larry Romero back in February following his stroke. Romero is still getting paid until someone's elected, so 8 candidates are looking to become the next rep. Their names are listed on your screen. Early voting ends May 3rd. For a list of polling stations and sample ballots, head to the top stories section at KVIA.com. Switching gears, April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and new this morning, we're taking a look at a local organization that helps some of the most vulnerable children in Child Protective Services when they end up there. We have Good Morning El Paso's Denise Olivas live with that story. Good morning.
Good morning. Community Partners of El Paso is a nonprofit organization that steps in when children are moved out of their homes. It is not affiliated with Child Protective Services, but the 2 entities work side by side to offer sometimes the most basic needs for children. And it starts with the Rainbow Room. From personal hygiene items to clothing, the volunteer board collects these items to make sure that all children from newborns to those 17 years of age have everything they need while a CPS investigation is underway. The Rainbow Room is funded by grants, donors, fundraisers, and local organizations that donate items to the Rainbow Room. A CPS worker says that the Rainbow Room benefits the children and many times even their families as well. She talks about some of the cases that CPS often comes across.
The home may be filthy and unsanitary or not safe for the child. In those situations, we do have the supplies to help the families out.
And you can help Community Partners of El Paso by donating any new items. I've posted a link on our website, KVIA.com. In the links mentioned section, coming up, we'll explain why the organization only accepts those new items.
And at 6:07, let's check in with meteorologist Crystal Cly right now and see how the forecast is looking for today. We know the wind is on the way.
Yes, that's right. Why we're under an ABC 7 first alert. Now, last week we warned you it would be windy this week. We decided to call that first alert yesterday, and here's why. You probably need to grab these items before you head out the door. Hair ties or maybe a hat if you don't want the hair to just be ruined by the wind this afternoon. Allergy medicine might be a good one as well because we're going to be seeing those blowing conditions, picking up dust around the region, and possibly some sunglasses as well. Still will be sunny, but with the dust knocking around, want to protect the eyes if you have to head outside later today or even this evening. On your hourly windcast, what we're expecting is breezy conditions through this morning, then windy this afternoon. Gusts at 30 miles per hour 1 p.m., up to 40 to 45 miles per hour through the later afternoon, and then overnight 45 to 50 mile per hour gusts in the forecast. Those winds are very strong on your Tuesday as well. We'll have more on that coming up in just under 10 minutes.
All right, thanks, Crystal. And now a traffic alert to pass along right now. This one on the west side. Construction is already underway to install bike lanes along Wrestler Drive from Helen of Troy to Belvedere. And that means that drivers can expect lane closures from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. This is every night until the project is completed this summer. Let's take a live look at traffic right now. Loop 375, nice and clear. Looking good out there for your morning commute if you're getting ready to hit the road. Going out the door. That's what we were going to say. Well, dozens of people are evacuated from an apartment complex after it catches fire. Overnight news, that's coming up. Plus, a man participating in the London Marathon, but get this, hundreds of miles away. We'll explain how coming up after the break. This is ABC 7, where news comes first.
Working on my feet all day gave me pain here.
In my knees.
But now I step on this machine and get my number, which matches my Dr. Scholl's custom fit orthotic inserts. Now I get immediate relief from my foot pain.
My knee pain.
Find a machine at drscholls.com.
Jane loves to treat herself. So she loves new Light and Fit Crunch, Greek non-fat yogurt with delicious toppings like chocolate and almonds. Now that's a treat. Light and Fit Crunch. Feel free to enjoy.
We can write the story.
Finally, our first bra with none of the push and all of the up. Enticing lift by Soma. Unlined, uplifting, undetectable.
There's no holding you down.
Only at Soma.
You say avocado? Old El Paso says zesty chicken and avocado tacos in our stand and stuffed tortillas. You say stand and stuffed tortillas. Old El Paso says start somewhere fresh.
You only need one reason to visit whatsuppub.com every day, but we'll give you 3. WhatsUp has the best community calendar in town. WhatsUp has local stories on food, concerts, art, sports, and more. WhatsUp has free ticket giveaways to top events. Visit whatsuppub.com today.
This portion of ABC 7 News is sponsored by Watson Law Firm.
This is my town, and Johnson Jewelers is where El Paso gets engaged. And this box is the most talked about box from the most talked about jewelry store in El Paso. The ring she loves comes in this box. Make her dreams come true with this box. I'm Randy Johnson, and I want to be your jeweler.
She said yes. You're the best man.
I got this. The redesigned 2016 Nissan Sentra with push-button start, Bose Premium Audio, and hands-free text messaging assistant.